Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. Today we are back on the Spoorlijn Zwolle to Groningen route in Holland, and today I'll be taking my first full service within the SNG3 Sprinter, which is the only CAF of Spain train. Sorry, I'm tripping myself up. The only CAF made train in the entire game, which is quite interesting. So yeah, let's hop in and let's do this. We are at Groningen and we are heading down to Zwolle for a full length run. Oh, for goodness sake. The Control W master thing doesn't really work a lot of the time. Dip tie beam. Cut everything in. Yeah, and I think we're ready to go. Yeah, Groningen in-game is actually depicted with quite a lot of construction work happening, so yeah, interesting. One of the few stations in TSW that's actually being actively worked on. This train is another one where you can hold both the low and the high horn at the same time. Yeah. So, if you're wondering what service we're doing, it's SPR 8138 Groningen to Zwolle, stopping at Groningen, Europa Park, Haren, Assen, Bijlen, Hoogeveen, Meppel, and Zwolle. And do bear in mind, I am not a Dutch speaker, so I've probably absolutely massacred that pronunciation. So, yeah. This train is also compatible with, has dynamic suspension and is compatible with the God mode. So yeah. This is what the interior looks like. Pretty decently modelled. Has a first class at one end, which is pretty nice. Oh. I know I can do. Has a very British sounding door close. Next stop, Groningen Europa Park in 1.5 kilometers. I will do an exterior shot of the train leaving this leaving a station, but I didn't want to do it out of Zwolle since the speed limit is pretty low. Is there a window I can open in this thing so I can get sounds? Oh goodness. No, it doesn't appear that there is. Sure, cap emergency vent. Oh. Snooze signal. Cleaning signal. Huh. I wonder what that's all for. So yeah. Our trip today is, according to the timetable, going to take about an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah, since it's a full run of the route. I am still recovering from my sickness, so if I abruptly mute the mic, it's because I need to cough. Apologies for that, but I can't do anything about that. I'm still recovering. Alright, 700 meters to Groningen Europa Park. This is just Groningen Europa Park is a fully local station. No express services stop here. The only stations on this route, besides Zwolle and Groningen, where express trains stop are Assen and Meppel. Everything else is local stuff at the SNG only. Sadly, we don't get the 4-car variant of either the SNG or the Koplopper, which is the other train included with this route. Just the 3-car variants of both trains. Cram on the brakes. There we go. Open the doors. Yeah. As you can see, we've got autumnal trees scattered about the place. I like doing the realistic date. So yeah, it's October 4th, so the date in game is October 4th. Ooh. Nice, you could access this whole like lower area? That's actually pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure there's working lifts at some stations. I'm just not sure which ones those are. Is this a working lift down here? Do you work? No. Seems pretty inconsistent. Some lifts don't, some lifts work, some don't. I think the ones at Assen definitely work. I just can't remember which ones those are. Beans. Next stop, Harren in 4 kilometers. The stops start spacing about a lot after Harren. Oh, I could have done a external camera takeoff thing, you know what I mean? Which is annoying, but hey. Unlike the notch throttle and the cup-upper, this thing has a smooth throttle. Pretty remarkably easy to drive, and the ATB system's pretty easy to learn if you don't know how to use that. This is a... do we have a cruise control? No, just a slow speed control. I was hitting the Control R preset, keyboard preset, just to, yeah, make sure. Okay, we're clear up to 130, so maximum beans. This route is gorgeous. Like, Dovetail, despite the routes that despite some slight shortcomings, I'd say this route is top tier. Like the lack of the 4-car variants with the coupler and the SNG, and some things like that. But other than that, this is pretty much a... Oh boy. Come on. Oh, so if you don't do under 30% brake, ATB starts yelling at you. Love these Dutch railway crossings. They're pretty cool. There's another train, which is a coupler. Nice. Nice. Sun's absolutely blazing down today. Arriving on time into Harren. Full onto the brakes. Alright. Is this a working lift? Yes! Okay, Harren has working lifts. Good to know. It's like, this whole under area seems to be accessible too, which is pretty cool. Someone's bike that's got knocked over. Is that a collectible where you have to ride the bike? Right as in put the bike the right way up. Hang on. I'll do a takeoff shot here. Oh, it's not recognizing. There we go. Beans. Pretty dang good sounds. And that's not just me saying good sounds, like actual Dutch people who live in this area in real life say, yes, this is a great route. 20 kilometers to Assen. See what I meant about the stations starting to space themselves out a lot more. Clear up to 130 at the moment, but we will be clear up to 140, which is our maximum allowed line speed for the day. For the Koplopper as well as the SNG. Passing on in depot, there's a Vectron on the left, that's a layer from the Hinzichtalbahn. There's only like 2 services which you can do, both of which are Zwolle up to Onen depot. We've got, yeah, Onen depot is the place on the left. Okay, the horn sounds a bit weird. Sounds a bit weird at higher speeds, but there you go. Ooh! Couple of Voslo G6s, complete with realistic branding, thanks to my patch that I got off the Train Sim Community website. Normally they've got DB branding because Voslo didn't give them the branding right. So that's the only diesel train on this entire route. Everything else is fully electric. Ooh, 10 kilometers in the SNG3. Nice. I imagine we'll get an achievement at the 100 kilometer mark. Because that's usually that's what happened with the Koplopper, that's for sure. Yeah, we're now at our top line speed for the Treason World. For heaven's sake. Just a single unit today, but they can double up in pairs if they need for like the more like normal-ish services. Not normal-ish, but for the more busy services is what I was meaning to say. I don't know what I was meant by that. For the first Dutch route ever in TSW, this is a pretty decent outing, I must say. Almost 60 FPS too, which is pretty decent performance, I must say. Oh goodness. No need to cancel the ATB, that's just there to monitor our speed. Don't know why it's stuttering so much. It wasn't stuttering this much on the way up from Zwolle in my previous video, but hey, here it is. Got 9 minutes to do 14 kilometers. So yeah, this is like a so-called local service, but it's so the gap between stations is so big, you basically turns into an express run after Haring. Is this screen on the right interactive is what I want to know. Ooh. Okay, there's some stuff that's clickable. Some stuff that's clickable. That's decent enough. See, it's this route is beautiful. It's flat because, well, it's Holland and the scenery doesn't really change that much, but it's still beautiful. I wish they'd put this level of detail and quality into the Semmering Bahn. That route could have definitely done with a bit of care. That route could definitely do with a bit of TLC, especially with the lack of a OBB railjet service locomotive. Pelicans, I'll have got that catenary mast there. That's a pretty neat touch. By the way, those stutters, I already have this route loaded, so thanks to my previous runs, so it shouldn't be stuttering this much, but it's just that's our dovetail. Adding buggy new cool features and not fixing the old ones. There was a double SNG3 that just went by. Nice. So yeah, what's the next stop after Assen? Beilen. Okay. The SNG3, good unit. I really do like it. Like the sounds and all that, pretty dang decent. Done it. I think the only thing about the SNG and the Koppelopper which I don't like is A, the lack of the 4-car variants for both of them, which I've already talked about, but also the lack of announcements, though that wasn't a core feature at the time this route was released. Seven kilometers to go, with 5 minutes to get there. Assen is my favorite station on the route. It's absolutely beautiful architecturally. I'm going to get so many points for doing this run. It'll, like, because not only for the distance but also for using the safety systems. Pelican. It's pretty easy to keep this thing at line speed. The gradient's pretty flat because it's Holland. There aren't any hills to speak of. One thing I just noticed is the railway is actually on a bit of a raised embankment compared to the fields around it. Is that because of flooding, maybe? Do you want to just give it like a bit of extra height just in case? I just noticed that the headlights have like a little triangular inset. That's pretty interesting. Okay, we do have an 80 limit coming up, so let the train coast back manually. Kilometers to go. Oh. ATB letting me know there's a new speed limit, so I'll give it the absolute minimum amount of brake that I can do before, so ATB doesn't bite me. This route is just absolutely gorgeous. I do really love it. This has to be a top 10 route for me. Like, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, I really do like it. Oh, we do have to go down to 60. Okay. That ATV. Yeah, 65, but yeah. Because I do think we have a red signal and the ATV's like bringing us back gradually. Look at this. Like, isn't the scenery just absolutely beautiful? I think it's time we took a screenshot. Yes. Let's reduce the field of view just a tad, so it doesn't... yeah, that looks pretty good. Take that shot. Oh. No, discard. What was I thinking? Oh, right. There we go. There we go. Screenshot saved. There we go. Another yellow signal. There's Acid Station. That's beautiful. Ooh, we have 2 minutes to do 300 meters. Shush. We have to go down to 40. 45, I mean. Acid Station, ladies and gents. Yeah, this is another of the stations with the working lifts. It has a modelled interior area. Hopefully we get enough time so I can show you how good this interior area looks. Full on the stomp on the brakes. Perfect. Alright, we're here for... Ooh! 4 minutes. Okay. I'll cut the dead man's out so it doesn't... Not this issue again. Are you... Yep. We've got this issue again. Are you crazy? That's annoying. Cut the dead man's back in. I can't leave the cab now because it's got the stupid issue where I go into the roof. Ugh. Snack and Dash. Some sort of like food vending machine. Some buses. Yeah, worthy. 10:53 to Zwolle. Byland and Hugeveen and Meppel. Yeah, and then we've got this interior area here. A little cafeteria, staircase, courtyard. Yeah, this looks nice, doesn't it? And then we also do have lifts if we go down the platform. Is it down the platform? Don't remember. Oh, here's one. There's a lift. Yeah, it's just a normal lift asset that they've had for a while now. Yeah. That's so cool. I do like the lift assets in this game. I just wish that... Why does this issue even occur? Why do I get stuck in the roof? I don't... What? I don't get it, man. Why does that issue have to occur? Wonder if there are any trains arriving soon. Let's check the destination board. So we're at this platform, which I think is platform 1, but could be wrong. Got nothing at the central platform. What about this external platform? Groningen at 10:54. So yeah, that's coming in a minute. 1 minute. It could be an SNG or it could be a coupler. I just don't know. I wonder what that is. Is that like a wheelchair lift? No, it's a wheelchair ramp. Okay, that's interesting. We have a... Oh, we do have a railway crossing. And for some reason it's already going for us. And causing an absolutely gigantic traffic jam, lol. So yeah, we've got Bylen, Hugeveen, Meppel, and Zwolle left. I'll use the number 3 cam for the takeoff this time. Yeah, I'll just position it there. Oh. Oh, it's because I can, I forgot to zoom the map out, that's why. Otherwise you get pretty bad performance. Look how straight this section line is, that's insane. Ooh, it's a coupler. Neat. It's a double. Is it a double coupler? Yeah, it is. Nice. So, where's this one come from? 10:54. I don't. Huh. I can hover over it. Hang on. If I go into the map. Den Haag Centraal. Okay. Oh, forgot to zoom the map out all the way. There we go. Oh, need to shut the doors. So yeah, next stop is Bylen in 15 kilometers. Should see but there's a lot less stutter and better frames if you zoom the map out for some reason. I don't know why it's that optimized, but it is what it is. This SNG does not have a lot of top end power, that's for sure. $127 Pelican. There's a lot of Pelican nests on the overhead catenary mass, which I do like. This route could not have been cheap to develop with like all of the custom assets that were needed. The trains, both of the trains were new, the catenary mass, the scenery. Oh goodness. Slow down, buddy. Have you going too quick. at least it's doing a local run is more interesting on this line than running a cockblocker run because you stop more stations. There's more variety, but it does take longer, which is not good. This part of the route is dead straight. Like, for 30 kilometers, it's just a completely straight section of track, which is bonkers for me because I'm used to more windy routes. Oh, hello. Going too quick. There we go. I know you're not really supposed to sound your horn for every level crossing in Holland, but I like doing it just because I'm tone happy. Under 5 kilometers to run. Having a bunch of houses scattered throughout the fields does remind me of Japan. The way in Japan, like, houses are scattered throughout rice fields. Here it's somewhat similar. Having dynamic suspension on this unit does add a ton to the immersion. I do really like that. Oh. For some reason it didn't accept my Q input. It's annoying. Oh. There's the SNG. Double header. How does the wiper look? Oh, okay. Oh no! I hit E and jumped out of my seat. Good thing I remembered about controls here. It shot me back like... Oh no! Emergency. No! It's gonna say objective failure, isn't it? That's the end of the platform. Yeah, there's no chance I stop. No! Are you kidding me? Okay, I know what I have to do. Oh my gosh. This thing is a quick stopper, but... Next stop, Hoogeveen in 13 kilometers. My sincere apologies, viewer. Oh no! I just got totally distracted. Oops. Thankfully, it doesn't take away too many points for objective failure. It only takes away like 500. I should be able to get platinum even though... Yeah, I haven't. Even though I completely missed Bylan. For heaven's sake. Oh no. Sorry. Still can't believe I missed Bylan. That's so annoying. Does this thing have like a top speed? But anywhere, I don't know. That's so funny that I completely missed Bylan. I've got to keep, because there's no like, I think because there's no lead up to the station, it's just straight track, station, that, yeah. Oh, dang it. So annoying. And now I'm going to get to Hoogeveen really early. Dang it. It's not every day I completely miss a station. Ugh. Hate that. I don't think I've missed a station in like a year. You saw it here first, folks. Is Hoogeveen after? Okay. It's on the straight just before the turn. This would actually be the perfect stretch of track to test train's top speed because it's like 30 kilometers of dead straight, almost completely flat track. So if you want to do like a top speed test, this would be the perfect stretch of track on which to do it. There's another line joining in left. more bounce over the points is pretty cool. Can't believe I completely missed Hugeveen. We've actually only got 3 stops left. Hugeveen, Meppel, and Zwolle. Got the majority of the stations out of the way pretty quickly. Okay. 2 kilometers. I think I can stop pretty quickly. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it. Because when you're going 140, yeah. I'm now really paranoid about missing Hugeveen. %30 brake just so the ATV doesn't bite. Oh. Maximum breakage. I didn't need maximum brakes, but... Oh wow, we are so early to Hugeveen. Haha. Not surprising after our incident. Welcome to Hugeveen. Wow, we are here for 4 minutes. Wow. Yeah, here's a route map. We've got Meppel and Zwolle left. So annoying. Why did I have to miss Bylan? Why? I'm really cross. These are some really... Oh, hello. Really bright ticket machines. Ooh, that looks really good. Oh, there's a knocked over bicycle. I presume that's like a collectible of some kind. The station building's really nicely multicolored as well. Lift works? No, of course it doesn't. I think this like whole area is accessible. Ooh, this area underneath looks really good. Yeah, we're the Zwolle via Meppel. And then what's the next train at platform 1? It's the Groningen in 10 minutes via Bylan, Assen, Haren, and Groningen Europa Park. Is that a custom clock as well? I didn't notice that before. That is a custom clock. The custom animation, that's pretty sick. We've got 2 minutes left. Well, yeah, it still sticks me in the ceiling. That's so annoying. I hate those kinds of glitches. 1 minute to go. I'm so annoyed about missing Byland. Like, why? Why did I have to miss it? Almost time to go. Next stop, Meppel in 19 kilometers. Oh wow, it's a track curve. Who'd have thought it? Wow. It's insane how straight that piece of track is. Pelican. The gap between the next two stations is going to be quite large. Between Hugeveen and Meppel and Zwolle, the gaps are pretty large. There we go. Kilometers to go. Yeah. All we've got left are this and then this. So yeah, we're getting to Meppel at 11:22, And Zwolle at 11:38. Still can't believe I missed Byland. Like, what? Like, so it's annoying. We do have an 80 limit coming up. Don't know why. Oh, it's because we're passing. We're coming in. I don't know. Why are we having an 80 limit? There we go. That should shut the ATB system up. I'm getting shunted over, okay. Interesting. Hopefully it doesn't send me the wrong way. It feels weird being on this side of the track. Oh, 140 limit, okay. Beans. There we go. I don't know why I'm on this side. Oh, it's probably... Yeah. It's probably because I'm getting put on a different track in a minute. 5.5 kilometers to Meppel. Come on, why does it do that every time? Every time I check my recording software, it makes keys stop working in TSW, and I don't know why. That's annoying, but hey. It's not the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. What am I even doing, man? Alright, we're back up to line speed. But probably not for long, seeing as there's a yellow signal coming up. I wonder what it would be like to do the longest service in TSW with signal delays turned up to high. That'd be ridiculous. We do have a 40 limit coming into Meppel. Interesting. I actually haven't stopped at Meppel yet. by yellow. Start bringing the speed down. I've got enough brake going so the ATB system won't shout at me. If I do anything under 30% brake, the ATB system starts shouting at me. Why does the ATB system seem a bit aggressive? We've got 900 meters to go. 30 seconds. I don't know how we're going to get there in time. We might be a tad late, which is ironic. I'm actually going to have to go back and rewatch the footage to see what the heck happened, why I missed that station. 700 meters to go. Wonder if we're getting shunted over so an express can come through. Canal. $250 meters. There we go. Welcome to Mepel. Whoa, that's a really tall pedestrian overbridge. Why is it that tall? It's much taller than even the catenary. Huh. There has to be an interesting reason behind why this bridge was built like that. Just a short stop here and then we're off to Zwolle. Next and final stop, Zwolle in 22 kilometers. Maximum beanage. Clear up to 130 and then 140 in a minute. Sorry, 120 right now. My bad. Hopefully you didn't hear that in the background. Over and motorway. At least I think that's a motorway. Shush. It's fine. This is like a fifth of the route with no stations at all. Takes 12 minutes to do 20 kilometers. Wow. Canal and road. Absolutely flying along. Yeah, we do have quite a long way to go. Shut up. Cuplopper! Double cuplopper. I do love zooming along in this unit. The SNG3 is a really well done unit. If I had to say the closest equivalent to this thing, probably... Oh goodness, I just banged my desk in the whole... Sorry, my mouse shifted. Oh goodness. Oh boy. I have to slow down. Wind turbines. Do do do. Yeah. If I had to say the closest equivalent to this thing in TSW that we already had, something like the DB Talent 2 off of Nahverker Dresden, or possibly the Class 710 Aventra in the UK, or the OBB 4024 Talent 1 in from Austria. But yeah, this thing is unique in its own right, really. I love the NS blue and yellow color scheme. Another double header cuplopper. Nice. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I just want to get this section over and done with. Because, yes, I can't believe I missed Bylan. Like, what? It's just so frustrating to break your own excellent track record like that. Back up to 140. Let's go. Wind turbines. These are some pretty big wind turbines, I must say. Wow. They absolutely dwarf everything else in the landscape. Impressive. Double SNG3. Kilometers to go. this line of wind turbines. So big. I love how the canal, or dike or whatever it is, runs parallel to the track on both sides. It's like you're driving through a... There's SNG, single unit this time. 8 kilometers to our final stop of the day, Zwolle. You really do eat up the kilometers quickly at 140 kilometers an hour. Ooh. Transformer substation, I think. Pretty cool. I didn't notice that on my way out. Seven kilometers to go. Underneath the motorway. Slight upward grade. Oh, we're going over a canal, that's why. Pretty cool bridge. Five kilometers to go. 100 kilometers in the SNG3. Nice. Limit coming up, so I'll cut the power. Okay, we do have a 100 limit coming up and 130 kilometers an hour ATB limit in force. Go. Speed limit reached. We have an 80 limit, then a 40 limit. .2 kilometers to run. 60 ATB limit in force, which is annoying. Slow down all the way to 40, are you kidding me? This ATB is pretty aggressive. Wow. ATB is pretty aggressive. Ooh, there's a train wash over there. Neat. Welcome to Zwolle, after a somewhat uneventful trip. I was going to say uneventful, but I realised that would be a bit... that would be technically correct, since we did never stop at Bylan. Lovely. Pulling into one of the bay platforms, platform 14 is our platform of choice today. Arriving pretty much on time. Five seconds behind schedule. Close enough. Welcome to Zwolle, everybody, after an uneventful trip. Well, not true, but yeah. Koplopper, SNG. Ooh, this is a nice station building, I must say. Nice. There we go. Platinum medal despite us missing that station. Yeah, platinum medal. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of these videos when it comes out. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.